Hey guys, Banty, and I'm going to hold myself accountable for a bit because I'd say most of the shit that Shay's done, I would say 50% of the shit that Shay's done is because of me, and I let him back in Capture Link and I let him back in ASM, and I feel like this was all my fault what he's done recently, so I failed to contain him, and I really am sorry. Ace made a video responding to this shit, and I did tell her that I am sorry in fucking comments, and she did it. Thankfully, she did accept my apology. So I'm just going to be open up. I'm just going to open up about this whole shit and explain my side and like all of the disgusting shit that Shay's done and possibly some of the stuff that's on my side as well.
I'm just gonna say this now. I'm not even surprised this was gonna happen again.
Me neither, and I don't know why he would do this again other than the fact he's got quote-unquote exam stress or because his channel got terminated, which I personally think it's the, channel termination side, but I don't fucking know. I'm not going to speculate on that, but yeah, it is what it is.
Shay has been causing so much chaos that he got hate-based a third time.
Yes, and I do not know why the fuck he would act like this again when he literally got all of his friends back. We let him back in ASM. We let him back in Capture Link. Like, I know it was fucked up that his channel got termed. We still don't even know who even got his channel terminated, because I fucking doubt it was the Harry Turner kid. But I do not know why she had to lash out at us and be a dick again, all because his channel got terminated. If that happened to me, I'd be fucking chill about it, because, it is what it is. I'm gonna admit my fault whenever I've done, and I will never learn from this. Fucking DL's channel got terminated like 2 times. Do you see him crashing out and lashing out at us? No, because he's chill as fuck, dude. And he will never be like you.
It's most likely he's never coming back to Capsule Inc. and ASM.
And you would absolutely be correct. I will learn from this, and I will never let Shay back in my community, because if he does, he'll keep intimidating, scaring all my friends who have done nothing to him. So, I will absolutely learn from this, and I will not trust Shay, because, guess what? He'll do all this shit again. He'll pretend to be a nice guy, but guess what? Something fucked up's gonna happen, and guess what? He's gonna attack all of us again.
It all started on the 4th of May, when a guy called Best Dude came onto Shay's stream and began causing drama, which caused Shay to keep retaking the stream. But every time he retakes, Best Dude came back continuing to cause drama. And after Best Dude caused drama again on the final take of his stream, Shay got upset and began suicide baiting by attempting to go out his window.
Yes, and I admit, I wanted to help Shay with him against Doris, because I personally do not like Best Dude either, because he's done some pretty fucked up shit, like harassing my friends, being transphobic, being homophobic, made fun of Pakistani people, and he was saying all this stupid shit, and I couldn't take it anymore, so he just went after him. Yes, I did help Shay with this shit, and I know it was fucked up, but I personally hate him as well. Here's the thing, though. What the fuck was up with Shay? Why the fuck did he decide to suicide in his stream filled with children? I have no clue to this day why he would do this, and I have no clue why he still bullies little kids for fuck knows reason, but he did it anyway.
Which suicide baiting isn't gonna make the situation any better.
And you would be absolutely right, because, it doesn't matter if you're going through shit or you're at your lowest of the lows right now. You cannot do that in front of children. You're speaking facts, MemeMaster.
Best Dude caused drama, and then Shay did the window, and he continued to do the window up until late November.
Yes, he did, and I'll admit I felt sorry for him because, I saw Shay as a good guy. He was one of my best friends, and I just saw him as a really good guy. But I was mistaken because, he's done all this really bad stuff, so I am deeply sorry for just falling for his shit.
Things only got worse from here, as in June, Shay gave that boy David a false hate base by accusing him of being behind Patrick Joyce.
Okay, this is a bit complicated because I don't really know much about Patrick Joyce or that boy David. It's all I know. He was in Comedy Dudes Con back then, and he's currently in the ASM server. But I talked to him months ago when this whole drama happened with him and, Shay. I talked to him on a StreamYard, and he confirmed to me he was never Patrick Joyce. He even showed me his personal info, which I never asked, but still, which confirms that he was never Patrick Joyce, and he was just some random kid doing shit who was just part of fucking, like, TheMemeMaster's crew. He was never fucking Patrick Joyce. There's no proof other than one picture. And the boy David even admitted himself, that's not him. That's someone else. So Shay was obviously bullshitting from the start.
Shay hate-based Rob Chuckle for supporting that boy David, and falsely accused him of being a PDF file, which he isn't.
This I will admit, and I am sorry about this, but I also thought Rob Chuckle was a pedo because, he's like 30 years old and he's hanging around with little kids. It's kind of similar to Martin Hodgson, but yeah, I did thought he was a pedo because, like I said, he was hanging around with little kids when he's like a grown adult. But that's false, and he had no bad intentions to joining our community full of children, so yeah, that's my bad, I am sorry.
And Shay would also hate-based Zach mostly not long after Rob got hate-based. And these were the earliest examples of false hate bases that were given out by Shay, which would then later get out of hand in July.
The false hate base shit I was not happy with, but I never made really big fuss about it because, I didn't want to piss off Shay and just get myself hate based over fucking stupid shit, but I had to act up. But then again, I couldn't do anything because, didn't want to get cancelled, and I feel like I would lose all my friends, people that are actually genuinely, I think, cool, and that are also being manipulated by Shay, so I just didn't really see anything about it.
Also not to mention during April to May 2025, Shay hate-based random people just for quote-unquote spoiling tipping point in the comments. Like, come on already, if you don't want to get spoiled, just don't look at the comments section. It's not even that hard. Then in late July, things got even worse. On the 21st of July, Shay began his journey to hate base everyone at Capsule Inc. I mean, in late July alone, Shay gave people like Landon Wester, Mickey Peters, Rory, Ludo, Bob the Blurth and 2K14, Saul the Movie Nerd, although he was later forgiven, and a few more people during that time, and this also includes one of Shay's biggest victims, that being Ace. Ace was actually telling the truth about Shay, but Shay kept going after her.
Yes, he did, and I clearly remember when we confronted Ace about the shit she did on Discord before she got taken off Discord because of some private issues. But anyway, yes, I did confront Ace, and I did know that she was telling the truth the whole time, but I just went along with whatever the hell she was fucking doing. And yeah, I admit I am fucking really sorry, but then again, Ace accepted my apology for what I've done previously. And I'm going to be completely honest. I did know Shay was bullshitting because clearly Ace was telling the truth. And I even saw the post where she was saying, oh, Shay's faking suicide on a stream. Yeah, we knew about it, but we didn't say shit because guess what? He'll just go after us and we'll just lose all of our friends. So we didn't see anything.
And honestly, I felt bad for Ace because of what Shay did. Then things got way worse in August, as Shay continued to hate base even more people, and began to hate base most of the original members of Capsule Inc. Some of the false hate bases that Shay gave out in August include Polar, Logan, Keagan, Archie McIver, Ethan Campbell, Yoshitube, and most especially Ethan NCS, which is one of Shay's most toxic hate bases he has ever gave out next to Ace's hate base.
The Polar hate base, I have kind of a spotty memory on that because I don't really remember much of it. But from what I kind of can remember, basically Owen was confronting Shay about something, and then he was threatening to hate base Owen for no fucking reason. The Ethan NCS hate base, if you can specify what hate base you mean, if you're talking about the one with like where he was supporting Thomas, Mark Santiago and shit, yeah, that was justified because he was literally supporting a fucking weirdo, and we were not happy with that, so we went after him, and he proceeded threatening, say he was gonna get his mum and dad involved and the police involved, pure snitch behavior, that was fucked up.
And not to mention, he keeps accusing people of being PDF files when clearly they're not. And one time he said that you can be any age to be a PDF file, which in fact, it's not true at all.
And you would be correct because according to the DSM-4 criteria for diagnosis of pedophilia, yes, it's outdated, but I'm just going to use it for reference. You have to be the minimum of 16 to be diagnosed as a pedophile. The DSM-5 is out to, diagnose it, and I'm not going to get into that one, but we're going to use the DSM-4 for reference, and yeah, it says on there the minimum age to be diagnosed as a. Also, forgot to mention about the Keagan hate base. Basically, so Keagan's part of Ace's crew, and he's one of my longtime friends. and I met him through the the Shay and hate base, and he was a victim of Shay, and he claimed on Happy Meal stream that he also got harassed by Shay, and he claimed he said that Keagan did all this weird shit when he's only 13 years old. If you want proof of that, go on the Shay Lighting Exposing Stream Part 2, I think it is, where he said this shit. But yeah, I'll link it in the description for you.
There were also some other hate bases Shay gave out during July and August, such as the Tyler Bond 5000, Mr. George, hell, even PSF got hate based during late August.
I remember the PSF hate base, and it was absolutely for no reason, so I'm not going to get into it. Plus the fucking iShow Speed, Steak, and who was it, Craft hate bases were for no fucking reason, because, Shay has the huge ego to think that he's top of the world, and obviously he's going to go after big creators for no fucking reason, so obviously he said shit about Speed and everyone else. So this happened during the E4NCS hate base, if I can recall, and there was no point of it, because, like I said, Shay was probably going on a fucking ego trip when he said all this shit, so yeah.
At this point, almost everyone got hate-based by Shay except for me, Matthew, Ethan Green, Jack Coley, Davin, and a few others. But then came the fateful day of August 29, 2025, which was the day when the Shay Lydon Studios Inc. Enterprises account got terminated.
I remember this, and obviously I did feel bad for Shay because, he was a huge fucking YouTuber. He had like 1,000 subs, and, he was one of my good friends before we all cut ties with him, and I wanted to help him out with the shit that happened, and, the funeral and stuff, and I just really felt bad from,
During Matthew's stream that night, Shay announced an event that most of us will never forget. A week that is so tragic, it gave many of us depression and anxiety. And it's also regarded as one of the scariest and worst moments in Capsule Inc. history. That's right, I'm talking about the week that traumatized us all during the time when it was happening. And what I'm talking about is this. Yes, this is the Shay Lydon Studios Inc. Enterprises Memorial Week.
Yes, he did do this, and to be honest, I had no problem with it, just as long as he didn't do anything problematic, and you know what happened. So yeah, I didn't really do much about it because, again, I was just, being manipulated by Shay, and I fell for all the shit he'd said, so I practically did nothing, and I'm sorry.
It's a week where Shay Lydon tells us to rearrange programs on our channels, and he would choose the programs that would have aired during the week, and the channels have to start up and close down the same time as Lydon Television does, which was the channel that hosted the Memorial Week at the time. And we would make continuities every day until the Memorial Week is over, and to also commemorate with said channel's termination. Sounds harmless, right? Well, turns out, you're wrong. Not even surprising, right? That day would mark the start of an event that I shall call the Great New Teen Chaos of 25. During the announcement of the Memorial Week, I wasn't really interested joining the week. But Shay said that, if anyone doesn't join the Memorial Week, we get a permanent hate base.
He did do this, and let me tell you, it's the biggest fucking double standard ever, because when I didn't want to join his streams, he did nothing to me. He never gave me any hate base. He never forced me to join his streams. Nothing. I had to do nothing. Biggest fucking double standard. I had to do jack shit. But all of my friends were getting in trouble because they wouldn't do shit for him and not join the streams or anything. I didn't even join some of the streams either because I was busy with my own shit. But guess what? Do you know what Shay did? He did nothing to me, and let me tell you, you know why? Because, put it between me and you, he's probably fucking scared of me. Because he knows I could probably ruin his entire career if I fucking actually hate bases. So yeah, this entire shit was just a massive double standard, and I was not happy with that. Why was all my friends just getting harassed by Shay? All because they didn't make one continuity for his channel getting terminated. Yeah, it was sad that his channel got terminated, but really?
I didn't want to join the Memorial Week, but I had to. I joined and I immediately regretted it. Other people that had been forced into the Memorial Week include Jack Coley, Davin, Ethan Green, and technically Happy Meal. Speaking of Davin, when Shay announced the Memorial Week, he started to steal Davin's boss role, when Shay wasn't even the boss of Capsule Inc. to begin with.
Yeah, I have no no clue why he even fucking did that, because he's not even the boss of Capture Link. Davin is.
And then he rushed us by giving us 20 minutes to do the continuity or we would get hate-based, which really stressed me out.
Low-key, this is pure child labour. Like, you're making kids do fucking continuities for you. 20 minutes, you go. That's pure child labour. That's fucked up. Ew.
It's starting to feel that Shay has completely shown his true colors by forcing us to do stuff for him or we would get hate-based. Also, you might be wondering why I said that Happy Meal technically got involved in the Memorial Week. Well, the answer is, a bit after Happy Meal did his continuity, Shay hate-based him.
I'll admit this was my fault because I initially told Shay to do it because, you know, I was kind of angry at Happy Meal because he said some pretty inappropriate stuff to one of my friends being Toasty Girl, and he was also being transphobic. And this whole thing just led to Shay being transphobic towards Autumn. And then we were like trying to hate base him, and then I was there trying to stop the entire shit by just making Shay apologize. But guess what he did? He crashed out and tried to commit a hero. So, round of applause, Shay. Well done, you can't even accept the one bit of fucking criticism, you fuck.
And what makes things even worse, Shay would then force everyone to join his streams and premieres, no matter if we're busy or not. Which is not even fair to everyone. What if someone went out shopping, or a restaurant, or at school, or went outside, or hell, even at a funeral? No matter what we were doing, Shay would always make everyone join his streams against our will and began to boss us around and all that.
As I explained previously, yes, he did do this and it's a massive fucking double standard because, you know, I didn't join all of his streams and I didn't get hate-based. For some reason.
And because of the Memorial Week, I suffered from depression, and I didn't have a lot to eat during that time. And yes, that is true.
I am genuinely sorry to hear that, and I hope this never happens again, and I'll make sure that it does not come back to this community, and if he does, we'll take action. Because if he's caused that much trauma to you, then I want to help, and I want to make sure he does not talk to you again, he stays away from you. That's actually disgusting what Shay did. He's a for one, he's a dictator. He's a puppet master, and 3, he is traumatizing kids. And now he's making kids have trauma. He feels no remorse for his past actions. I'm sorry if I'm over apologizing because I genuinely feel bad for all of these people that I was fighting with Shay against. But he's fucked up. He does not care. He pretends to feel sorry. And then when he gets called out, when people do the right thing and, you know, tell him to stop, he feels sorry for himself and then makes fun of people. It's disgusting. He's a pure dictator. I would never do this. I know I sound like a pure dick sometimes and a pure arsehole and I do some pretty stupid shit for a living, but I would never do the same shit that Shay would. Because that's disgusting. I would never do that.
And during that time, Shay began going after a random kid named George Sargent, all because he accused him of stealing his videos.
This is in fact real, and to this day, I still have no clue why the fuck Shay would even do this. Yes, George Jordan was stealing his videos, but who cares? He's a little kid, and he looked up to Shay. Guess what though? Shay, having the ego the size of Russia, went after him anyway. Because Shay wants to make sure that all the people act just like him. And, you know, think like him. Which makes him look like a pure puppet master. No, he isn't. He's some dude on the internet who, his hobby is just bullying kids. Grow up!
George Sargent is a literal dead topic, since he hasn't been active since December.
Also the fact that he's a little kid. I did talk to Shay about it, and I told him that I don't want anything to do with it. But he was like, oh, okay. But he tells everyone else to fucking do it. What the fuck, Shay?
When Shay announced the Memorial Week, he started to steal Davin's boss role, when Shay wasn't even the boss of Capsule Inc. to begin with.
Exactly! Here we go again with the fucking ego trip. He thinks he's the fucking lord of everyone. No, he isn't. He's just some other dude in Capsule Inc. He is not the fucking boss. The only reason why he became the boss was because he decided to go on a bigger fucking ego trip and ban Davin from Capsule Inc. even though he's the fucking boss.
And then he rushed us by giving us 20 minutes to do the continuity or we would get hate-based, which really stressed me out.
I can't with this fucking kid, bro. He's forcing people to do 20 minutes just to make a fucking continuity. Pure dictator, bro. My god. This guy's an actual monster. Dude, what the fuck?
On day 3, Shay falsely accused Davin of being behind Tank Central and gave him a hate base for it.
I remember this very well, and it's been proven that this is not true because Davin said himself he was never Tank Central. Shay had no proof from the start, so I don't know what was up his ass, but that's crazy.
On day 6, Shay hate-based many of my friends like Abigail, Arfan, Lucario Maniac, and just your average guy Lalial, because they didn't join his memorial streams.
This did happen and I'm very sorry, and there was nothing I could do because I thought Shay was cool, and I was scared I was going to lose all my friends because Shay would just manipulate over him and say I'm a bad guy, I'm a pedophile, that kind of shit, etc, etc.
He forced me to use StreamYard when I didn't want to, and I actually have some proof of it. And here is some proof. And I almost got hate-based on the 7th day all, because I wasn't using StreamYard. I could have got into trouble because of Shay. The reason why I never use StreamYard is due to an incident I had back in 2022, but I learned from my mistakes since then.
That's actually reasonable, and I don't know why Shay got pissed off over that. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
And after the Memorial Week, you thought everything will be safe, but no. On the 8th of September, Shay would falsely hate-base Hayden all, because he didn't join his stream, which Hayden didn't have time to, since he was at school.
He hate-based someone because they were at school and they couldn't join the fucking StreamYard. That is so stupid.
Shay decided to hate-base Jack Koi for not joining an exposing stream that night, when Jack didn't have time to, as he was preparing for college the next day.
That's actually fucked up. He just wanted to go to college. Why did you fucking hate-base him for? That's disgusting. Dude, no, he's actually fucked up, I'm not joking. No wonder he got hate-based.
Shay began attacking us for stupid reasons and continued to treat Matthew like his slave. And he was also making up false claims about me and my friends. Some examples include when Shay was accusing Jack Koi of being in love with the angry grandma, accusing me of having CP on my phone, accusing Abigail of being a zoophile all because of her OC, accusing me of stealing his video for one of my logo blooper episodes. The list goes on.
I'm gonna assume that all 4 of them things that Shay was lying about's fake. And a thing about fucking Abigail saying that she's a zoophile because of the PFP and having her also being a dog. Something similar happened with John, and we're going to talk about that later, but for now, I'm guessing most of the shit is fake because she loves to lie, right?
When that boy David warned us about Shay trying to hate-base people like me, Jack Koi and Hayden, and wanting us to come back to their side.
He did this because he lost all of his fucking friends, and I suggested that to him and say, hey, let everyone back because they've literally done nothing wrong. So we brung back everyone that we hate-based previously, but then Shay kept hate-basing the fucking people we brought back, which is stupid.
We declined this, but then Shay commented on Matthew's post saying that me and Jack Koi hate autistic people.
He's done this previously, like, he's once, like, claimed that Autumn and Toasty Guy were, like, hating him because he's got autism. Like, that's bullshit. Literally most of us here have some sort of learning disability, myself included, by the way. So I have no clue what Shay's talking about. Plus, remember the time when he literally put on his fucking Discord, his status was hail all disabled people or some shit. Like, what the fuck was going with them that day? Because that was fucking cringe.
He made Matthew call his own school. And yes, that is not a joke.
This is in fact real, and I actually talked to Matthew about this recently, and he admitted saying, yeah, he did do that, and he was told by Shay to ring his fucking school and say Shay, and saying that Shay's not doing well and stuff. He almost got in trouble for that as well, by the way, so I feel fucking bad for Matthew. Speaking of, we're gonna get a testimony from Matthew Lee at the end of the video, so watch out for that.
A few days later, Shay then hate-based John all because he was playing loud music on the stream, and then he not only accused him of being a zoophile and a PDF file, but he also brought up his past as well.
And this is what I was talking about when this was like a similar situation to Abigail. Basically, Shay decided to say that John was a zoophile, all because his PFP was fucking dorky. That is the stupidest excuse I have ever heard in my life. John is not a zoophile. He's not a paedophile either. There is no proof of that. He's a little kid. How the fuck is he a zoophile and paedophile? What the fuck?
And then on the 24th of November, John went on to Happy Meal's stream and convinced everyone to cut ties with Shay, which succeeded.
We all know this is real, and it went very successfully. We got everyone in our community, even people we've previously hate-based, to join our comm, and it succeeded. We even got Keagan, a victim of Shay, who was part of Animation Village Crew. We got Ace, we got Daffy, we got Adonian, we got Little Rocket, we got fucking everyone. And I was very happy that everyone listened. We were all happy, all of us in Capture Link, we were happy that people listened. And Capture Link was once again at peace.
Causing Shay to finally get his second hate base, ending his reign of terror once and for all. Many people including me returned to Capsule Inc. after Shay got his hate base. However, Shay was not done yet. He began going after everyone at Capsule Inc. and accused us of things we didn't do, and he was even being racist towards Japhet and continued to stalk on us, until he left on the 28th.
And a couple other things to mention when he got hate base was one time when he fucking sprayed deodorant in his mouth. He locked us the fucking puzzler and made the fucking trying to lock us the fucking puzzler from Numberjacks. And he made rape threats, fucking rape threats, on his stream. And he said he was gonna rape and murder us. He's a fucking horror cow now, what the fuck?
And after Shay's permanent hate base, Capsule Inc. was safe once more. That is, until March of this year, when Shay returned to ASM. He would then come back to Capsule Inc. in late March. And
I would say that this is my fault because it was initially my idea to bring him back. Because we all thought he changed. Me specifically, I thought he changed. But others were skeptical, but like, they believed me and he joined back. And then he did all this shit, which we're gonna talk about in a bit.
And to be honest, it was a big mistake. At first, we thought he improved. He wasn't doing any false hate bases, no suicide baiting.
Except one time when he kind of threatened to do it. So what happened was, we were on his stream, that we were trying to confront Daffy, and possibly cause peace talks, but then it got interrupted by a Lucy spammer who started to say shit about Shay and saying some horrible stuff. And then it got to the point where Shay was like, "Oh, you're harassing me during exam week. You know what that means." And then I was like, no, don't do that, or else I'm just not going to be friends with you, because clearly you did not listen to me, and said, "Don't worry, I'm not going to do that again." So clearly he was lying, because he did end the call with Ethan CS.
You get the idea. But it wasn't until May, when he started to become bad again. For starters, he began going after another little kid by the name of Harry Turner for no reason whatsoever.
I actually have no clue why he went after Harry Turner before the fucking, when he apparently got his channel terminated. So from what I could just tell, Shay didn't like him. And I told him to not get us into it because we just don't care about Harry Turner. Then he was like, okay. And then he proceeded to tell us about Harry Turner and make us watch his videos. So yeah.
And then, on the 17th of May, Shay announced another Memorial Week. This time, it was the Shay Lydon the Video Editor 2026 Memorial Week.
thankfully, I remember the day when this actually happened. So this was on the day when me, Shay, and Fredo did Cracker Jacks 2. We did it on a StreamYard live stream, and after we did it, I got a warning from someone. Someone told me that Shay's channel got terminated, and he was just bowling on fucking StreamYard. And then this led to Memorial Week, and then the Ethan Green live streams.
Thankfully, it wasn't as disastrous as the last one, but it still had its bad moments, which includes Shay going after Harry Turner.
Shay's reason for this was apparently because he terminated his channel because he made a YTP of one of Harry Turner's videos called The In-Betweeners, but it's kids. And from what Shay told me, Harry Turner saw that video and then reported it or something, and then his channel got terminated. But here's the thing: there is no proof that Shay's channel got terminated by Harry Turner, so I can't confirm if he did that or not.
And yes, Shay stole Davin's boss role again, which means that he has doubled down on taking over Capsule Inc. due to his Memorial Weeks. For one, Shay tried to false hate base Padster Dal Awesome Dude and Joseph Bot.
I remember when this happened. So Shay told me that him and Davey were saying shit about him in the Discord VC, in the captioning VC. He thought that Padstar was telling him to shut up. So then he hate-based him and Davey, but it was Davey telling him to shut up. So Davey got actually hate-based. I had a talk with Padstar about it, but he claimed he's the victim. And he is, because he didn't even say anything to Shay. He was just in the fucking VC. Padstar did nothing.
Which means Shay went back to hate base people again. And one time, Shay even tried to take over Ethan Green's stream, and even tried to get his channel terminated.
That's not really what happened. Yes, he did take over Ethan Green's stream, but what actually happened was he was showing Harry Turner's shit on Ethan Green's live stream. But here's the thing. Why the fuck would he show Harry Turner's channel if it got Shay's channel terminated? Why the fuck would he do to Ethan Green and then supposedly get his channel terminated? That makes no sense. So I was going to talk to Ethan about it, but he in private, but he didn't have Discord, so I told Keagan and Matthew in private. We can't contact Ethan Green because he doesn't have Discord anymore because the fucking stupid AI verification. And then Keagan went on the stream and told Ethan Green that it's gonna get the stream taken down and possibly his channel terminated. So then Shay crashed out at us. And we did a StreamYard. He crashed out, said he was a fucking emo, and then he was just victim playing. It's so stupid.
And apparently, even Band tried stopping Shay from doing all of that, but Shay didn't listen to him by saying that it's his stream, his rules.
Yes, I did do this, and you know why? Because it would get Ethan Green's channel terminated if Shay said that his channel got terminated because he was showing Harry Turner's videos. So, yes, I did the right thing and told my friends that it's gonna get the Ethan Green channel fucked because he's showing Harry Turner's videos. Shay didn't like it and said, "Oh, my stream, my rules." Bitch, it wasn't even your fucking stream, it was Ethan Green's stream. What are you talking about? He only let you fucking take over the stream because he was kind enough to do so. And you decided to be a dick about it. And that's the end of the video. Now, I have politely asked my friends to, give their side and their experience with Shay, which are going to come from Matthew Nicholls and Keagan, which are two of my friends. We're going to start with Keagan's because this is the shortest, and we're going to do Matthew's afterwards. So, take it away, yous.
Alright, so basically, I don't know when this specifically started, but when it was 2025 and I was still friends with Animation Billy at the time, Billy randomly told me, in StreamYard that, oh, Keagan, look what Shay Lydon did, or something like that. I went on Shay Lydon's streaming channel, and I saw a stream titled Exposing Keagan on his channel. And I also saw a video attempting to expose me. And the reason why he exposed me was because I joked about him doing naked streams because I had him shirtless on my profile picture. Because, bro, he literally does naked streams. He's always naked in, like, almost every single live stream he does. Like, and this motherfucker is so sensitive and he can't even handle jokes. Like, it's so pathetic.
My experience with Shay Lydon was an absolute nightmare, and it did cause me anxiety. I was getting stressed out, and the reasons why is because when I first met Shay back in like the beginning of 2025, I thought he was just a normal person. Not long after I met him now, I learned a bit about his past, that he had a past hate base in November, a few months before I met him. But my experience with Shay is, it was alright until like May to June time where he just went insane. He just went insane. He was like, it was Darius started the window thing because he was upsetting him on the stream, and he did the window. Of course, that was the reason Shay started doing the window. And after that, he just turned into a right mess. He started attacking people on his live streams, harassing them, raiding streams, like, and made me get involved, made other members get involved. He was just, he went into a complete mess. And the things he made me do and that was not fair. It was not funny. Because, yeah, as I said, it caused me stress and anxiety. It's not even funny, the shit he's done. Yeah, some people may think, oh, well, I was to blame as well. But I didn't do it on purpose. I was being manipulated. I was like a slave to him. I was basically a slave. That's it. I was a slave. That's all I was to him, never a friend. He never saw us as friends in the end. He saw me as a slave, especially. It hurts, you know. It hurts what the things he's done. And he made me do some really bad things. So, I used to have a hate-based channel, which is now a fun and games channel. Mainly on that hate-based channel, I'd upload, like, live streams. I'd do live streams on it of exposing people for Shay. There was even times when I was out, like at the pub especially, and he would not stop messaging me to join his live streams when I was out to expose people. And when I tried to avoid the question, like, to join the stream, he just kept sending me the StreamYard link. I was trying to avoid it. And he just wouldn't stop fucking nagging me to join the stream. He was like basically saying, now you gotta follow the boss's orders. Like, bro, I don't want to be bossed around. I was 18. I turned 19 this year. And he was like treating me like a complete slave to him. It's not funny. Not, like, it was not absolute funny at all. It was harassment. It was bullying. And it was a nightmare. He made me do other stuff for him, like send emails to George Sargent's father to get him kicked off the internet. He made me email Ace's parents, and unfortunately the email didn't even go to the parents. It went to a school, so I nearly got in trouble that way, because it was a school email. And the reason I say so stressed is because it bottles up in me, basically. I have all of it on my mind still, and it hurts. I wish I never did those things, and I'm looking back and it really hurts what I did. He gave out hate bases in front of me. Like, he was making me get involved in it as well, making me go and raid people's live chats. Like, bro, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Only to people that have really done something bad, not to the false hate-based people, because it's not fair on them. Like, Ethan Green did nothing wrong. Gavin is not Tank Central. Get that into your thick mind, Shay. It was not Tank Central. You hate-based people for not joining the Memorial Week. He's sick. That was some sick shit to do. Saying, oh, if you don't join the Memorial Week, you get a hate base. There was even a time when I was on the live stream on the Memorial Week. I was playing on my PS5 and he had a go at me for it. Like, bro, it is my decision what I do, not his. He should not be telling me what to do. He is not the boss. He took Darren's boss role. It was unfair. Absolute unfair. He nearly got me in trouble with his school because he got me ringing them up saying that he was in danger and that, when his parents should have done it, not me. He nearly got me in trouble. Like, that is uncalled for. It's not funny, Shay. I should not be ringing your fucking school up. You should not be giving me the phone number to the place. If that wasn't as bad, on the same night, he made me spam friend request his friends on Facebook and even gave me all the names of the friends he wanted me to do it to. And unfortunately, I couldn't send a friend request on Facebook for like a month because I got limited due to it. So I couldn't send one to my own friends because I got limited for spam friend requesting people for him. He would not let me leave the live stream that night. He would not let me leave until I did that for him. And that was the night before he made me call the school in the morning. I had to stay up all night waiting for him to go live at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning and then asking me to call the school at that time of morning at 8 o'clock. I hadn't even had no sleep, nothing. He was demanding the night before that I call him and join the stream in the morning. Like, seriously, I hate this kid. I hate him for what he's done to me. And I hate him for what he's done to those other innocent people. I never want to see him again, to be honest. He has ruined all of it. And I feel like I've hurt people due to him. In the emotional way, because I raided people's streams, I harassed them for him. And it hurts to know what I did. And I hate what I've done to myself for it. And I certainly hate what he's done. Because he's nothing but a bully, a manipulative asshole, a beggar, a threatener. All he wanted to do was harass kids, little kids, George Sargent, Harry Turner, etc. Jamie McKeon. Ace was right the whole time. Shay was a bully. I should have listened. I'm finally glad I got the chance to escape him back in November. Also, another thing, when someone uploaded pictures of animals on their channel, he called them zoophiles. It's gross. He should not have even started that, because it is not being a zoophile uploading a picture of an animal. So I'm a zoophile if I upload a picture of my budgies to my channel. That is not zoophile. This kid has got a sick mind. And the things he's done, made me do, made everyone else do, hurt people. Because, yeah, half of us got involved with him, and we should never have, and it really hurts. People got false hate biases because they went to bed, such as Jack Cowie. He went to bed, so Shay gave him an hate bias. That is insane. All I can say about this kid, he's an absolute sicko. He's insane. His mind's not right. And I hope one day he could get some help for all the shit he did. And then, if that isn't bad enough, he goes back to Capsule Inc. in 2026. Probably about 2 months away from now. Back from now, yeah. 2 months back. He came back to Capsule Inc. What does he start doing a few weeks ago? Starts going after a kid called Harry Turner. Another little kid. And what does that cause? He said that Harry Turner terminated him. How do you know that he terminated you? You had no proof. He had no proof. No proof at all that he terminated you. You just wanted to harass little kids again. That's you. And you tried to get Ethan Green terminated. Yeah, you tried to get Ethan Green terminated. He has now got a third hate base from Capsule Inc., and I never want to see him again. I never want to see him again. He's a bully, manipulative asshole, a threatener, a beggar, suicide baiter. Because, yeah, he does the window, does the bed. He was doing the bed still. He's the reason why the trolls went after him, because he wasn't ignoring them. He just kept saying, oh, look, they're in the live chat. He wasn't just banning them quietly, which he should have. But now, yeah, he wants to know why the trolls went after him. That's the reason, because he was ignoring them, which he should do. But yeah, I never want to see him again. And I hope I never see him again. Because what he did to me and that cannot never be forgiven. Never. So that's my experience with Shay Lydon. And yeah, I hope one day he gets some help for all the shit he's done. That's all I can say, really. That's all I can say, yeah. So yeah, there you go. My experience with Shay Lydon.
And that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I'm very glad and I'm very grateful for everyone who's been helping us out with this shit. Special thanks to TheMemeMaster, Davin, Happy Meal, Keagan, Matthew, everyone who's been involved with this shit, thank you so much for doing all this shit to help us against Shay. I will see you all later. Good night.